him to Kufa, on the way to Kufa, just behead him. So somebody, Imam's companion, was just there, but then he could not do anything. When he heard this is what the instruction of the Khalifa has come, he knew that this was the end of the Imam. So he started just shivering, but could not do anything because he had hidden his faith and did not want to show in front of the Khalifa that he has been perturbed by this order. So Imam just told him, don't worry. This person will not be able to achieve what he has meant. And before even this person could take Imam to, in fact, Kufa and behead him, in fact, himself, Mu'tadi himself was overthrown. Himself was killed because each of them just lasted for a year in their throne. Not only that, in fact, if you find that Imams, he was going through such a time that this Banu Abbas, he did not only put Imam into house arrest or prison, but they made a point that every Monday and Thursday they would call the Imam in the court. And the idea was, of course, just to keep a watch over them, just to make sure that what Imam is doing. So Imam was brought to court every Monday and every Thursday. So one day, in fact, as Imam was coming, and one of the Shia saw that Imam was coming, and he decided to greet the Imam. And Imam, in fact, sent a message to him beforehand that don't greet and don't even try to greet me, don't even say salam, don't even greet me in gesture. If you do that, you will be in difficulty. So you can see that Imam's concern for the Shia's safety also, right? That here was a Shia who wanted to just greet Imam, but Imam knew that this enemy, if they would realize that who are the Shias, then of course they would be in difficulty. So Imam sent a message beforehand that don't do that. Imam was also, in spite of all these restrictions, was concerned about the safety and welfare of the Shias. And regarding, in fact, what people do in his absence, even Imam knew. When his father became Shaheed, the 10th Imam, some of the servants, they took away few items of the household. They thought that Imam and everybody is so busy just now because this is funeral taking place, everybody is so busy, nobody would know, right? In this kind of commotion, everything. They just took few items and just, they wanted to steal them. Imam knew about it, but Imam didn't say anything until the funeral, everything was over. Once the funeral was over, the Imam summoned his servants and said that I'm going to ask you about something. If you are truthful, I'm not going to punish you. But if you lie and deceive me, then you'll be punished, and also the item which I'm asking for, I'll get it. Imam said, tell me one thing, that certain things are missing in my home. Are you the one who have taken from these things? And they said, Ya Rasulullah, yes, indeed, we are the one who have taken this thing, and we are sorry for that. Imam said, okay, go and bring those items back. Those items were brought back to Imam, and after that Imam, as he had promised them, he did not punish them. But this is the Imam, you can see that he had the knowledge of even what was happening. Away from him, people thought that this is not possible. And these are the examples found in many books. You find reliable books. If this is the case of the Imam, then what we are told that whatever amal we do every day, this amal is presented to the 12th Imam, this is also correct. If the 11th Imam in his lifetime could know what was happening to Shias and what could endanger the Shias and who has taken his things in his absence, right? What about the 12th Imam who is living just now? The Imam who is living, right? You think that he doesn't know what is happening? Every day we are told that our amal nama, our deeds of actions, in fact, is sent to the 12th Imam every day. And the Imam looks at them. When there are good deeds, Imam is happy and proud about us. But when things are bad, when things come to from Imam, things come to Imam from us, whereby our bad deeds are there in front of Imam, imagine what must be going through Imam. This is our Shias. They are the one, this is what they do. So my brothers and sisters, that we have gathered here today to offer our condolences to the 12th Imam, because it's a shahadat of his father. But don't forget that the Imam is living. And Imam is fully aware about our accounts. So often sometimes when I read this Surah Al-Fatiha, which we do, right, every day in Salat. But sometimes when I read, it comes to my mind. Ehdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, sirat al-lazina an'amta alayhim. The path of those whom you have blessed with your name. Of course, these are the path of the Ahlul Bayt, right? غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. Not the path of those on whom you are angry and those who have gone astray. Sometimes I say to myself, am I saying to Allah that not the path, my own path? Because maybe I've done something that Allah is angry with me. So when I'm trying to say to Allah that, Ya Allah, don't be put on the path of those on whom you are angry, maybe Allah is angry with me. So sometimes it just comes to my mind that, am I praying against myself because I'm saying that, Allah, don't keep me on the path of those on whom you are angry. Maybe Allah is angry with me on account of my actions. So my brothers and sisters, that leads when whatever amal which we perform, right, we should be careful that these are the amal whereby we are not committing any kind of sins, we are not doing anything which would in fact invite the wrath and anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Let me just share with you one or two hadiths of the Imam and end the discussion. I know it is Shabi Jummah, so the program is long, but see what Imam says about sitting in a majlis, right, gathering. Beautiful hadith. Imam says, Man radiya biduni sharaf fil majlisi lam yazallahu wa malaikatu yusalluna alayhi hatta yakum. Imam says, if you go to any kind of majlis or a gathering, any gathering, and if you do not look for a special spot of yours, that no, I am a rich person, I am a Maulana, I am somebody, I have to sit at certain place, if you do not seek a special place for yourself and just sit anywhere where there is room, then Imam says, as long as you are in that majlis, Allah and His angels say salawat on you. Allah and His angels pray for you, because you do not ask for any kind of special place. Do you see what Imam is advising? Imam says, La tumari fayadhab bahawka. Subhanallah, one of beautiful advices. So often if people would, do not argue with people. If you do that, then your awe, the awe which every mu'min has awe, every kind of respect and reverence you have, right? You are going to lose your awe on account of arguing with people. In English what they say, right? Do not argue with a fool, people will not make the difference, right? So do not argue. Sometimes just say your point and that's all. Don't go further than that. That Baba, you have to do this thing, this is what I think. Do not argue. And Imam says, Wala tumazi fatajza alayka. And do not even joke with people. People have this habit of all the time joking and making mock. If you do that, then people will have jurat against you, Imam says. People have the audacity to undermine you and say things because when you start joking with them. Do you see the advice of Imam? Only if you would know. So Imam says that, of course, sometimes sense of humor is different thing, right? But all the time joking, all the time just doing things, you are going to lose respect. And people will have jurat of saying things against you, right? This is, and what